Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. And sure enough, we're back at the Spotted White's estate, formerly Marlena's estate, but I don't think that she's going to come back and reclaim it anytime soon. However, she does apparently have an unspent dowry that she set aside in the basement. And, you know, why put money to waste? So that's why we're here. There was, after all, that unopened door down in the basement.
Might want to look around some.
Yeah, down here in the room full of spoons.
This one's full too.
Even more full of spoons than normal, I mean.
Nothing interesting here.
That said, we're not actually going through the door.
Full.
We're just checking barrels.
This one's full too.
Because one of those is false.
Nothing interesting here.
Apparently the last one, or something.
Strange.
There it goes. Oh, hang on.
That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
They gave me a stick of joy, and I can't say I appreciate the sound of that. Yeah, the door down here is still locked, and so far as I know, will remain locked forever. And in case you're wondering, the stick of joy is not what you think it means. It's actually a joystick, which, if you're not up on your computer peripherals, is... well, it's a controller. It's a controller designed to resemble a flight stick. As it is, this is, you know, a third-person RPG, action RPG. So I have no idea why it's making a reference to an outdated computer game peripheral that an RPG would not have used even back in the day when it wasn't outdated. Alright, but that's all of that dealt with. Got some money, got a thing I can put back home. So from here, it's just a quick jog back over to the signpost. And then, you know, I don't have to go straight home from here. There is just this one more question mark in the southern section of the duchy. Oh, hello. What a situation to fast travel into. Damn. Was not expecting that kind of welcome.
Hey-ya!
Alright, well, as it is... oh, there's more of them. Well, no matter. Won't worry about that. Anyway, so yes, the question mark that I'm heading for is fairly distant, so, you know, time to get the horse out. Appears to be just across this bridge here. Crane Isle in the Sang Retour Marsh. Without return, incidentally. I think I've said that before. It's the name of the river. And apparently this is an actively in use fortress. As such, we are not invited inside. But that's okay. The question mark isn't inside either. It's right over here. I see. Huh. Some sort of expert in escaping prisons. Apparently with the goal of finding prisoners and getting information out of them. Or that's why he's hired, anyway. It seems he has a more personal interest in... It seems he enjoys escaping from prisons just for the fun of the game or something. Alright, there's actually a few dead bodies down here. I think this is the tunnel that was used to escape. Alright, so we got a key, which appears to have been lost when the escape artist left. I mean, we didn't find a body with the journal, which implies that he, at the very least, got away. Even if his cellmate didn't. And whoever else died in that, in the breach of the prison, or the lake into the prison tunnel. But yeah, so I haven't made this the active quest, but that's because I suspect I know what this key is for. He was talking about an elven ruin. Come on, Carol, you can jump that.
Oh! Faster.
There, you see? But yeah, there was that mysterious chest we couldn't open before when we found the elven ruin down there near the portal to Dr. Moreau's lab. Come on. Didn't even jump over that low fence, just sort of glitched over it. Alright, got some drowners to deal with first, though. Come on. Alright. So, only got 9 charges out of that conflict, unfortunately. But I didn't get hit. And here is the cavern. It's kind of funny. They give you a potion that lets you breathe for longer underwater, but then the game never assumes that you have it, and so you never actually need it. That was a nice haul, though. Orichalcum, red gold. Plenty of good stuff. Alright. So I believe that was the last question mark down in this area. Still plenty more to do further north, but down south here at least, that seems to be it. And we are right next to the cemetery. Let's get the main plot moving again. It's only 150 meters away. I feel kind of bad about that one. Hare was just sort of sleeping. I mean, I'm sure it would have attacked me if I had run past it and it would automatically awake and go after me. But still, jumping it from behind feels a little bad. Anyway, enough about bears. Let's get back to vampires. He just appears to be slightly above where I am.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshem Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshem Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We were just there. There was a banshee. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, blood to higher vampires is not sustenance so much as it is alcohol. And the comparison is pretty explicit in the books.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead.
Someone left a dead body for us?
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care. Champion of Teshem Mutna. Lots of cages around here.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Honest suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Free-range humans. as opposed to cage humans.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Seems like it's just the 3 symbols. Vampires don't fear. Well, they're practically immortal. Also getting a full set of Tesha Mutna armor here. Oh yeah, full set. Just a little bit weaker than the Grandmaster Witcher armor, looks like. Still worth trying it on, just to have a look. I like the nice little fluted lines it's got. And there's a mask to match. So, you know, just if you want to completely creep everyone out.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
It's going up into the cage now. There we go. Needed to blast aside the debris before I could place the bait.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Its stench is so thick I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Oh, there's even a steel sword to go with it. Not sure I'll switch that out. I mean, there's no set bonus. But there is one thing I can do. See what the hell I'm doing without having to pull out a torch.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, and also my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I utter this?
Don't know. Calm you down. Something.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
We just smelled the blood.
Oh, hell.
I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Oh, damn. I'm getting very overwhelmed now. So this is a game in which being outnumbered is fairly common, but always bad. And now I'm being especially outnumbered by an especially large number of necrophages and vampires. Also, I keep getting knocked back by getting instant death on the exploding ones. Unfortunately, I can't just waste time either. You may notice on the right there, but my instructions are to kill enough monsters.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
To screw with Regis' head. To make sure it's not all for nothing.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
That is an awful lot to do just for a potion.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a Witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
So is he gonna drink that right through the mask? Did I put this thing on at the silliest possible time? Ah, he drank it between scenes, I see. Clever.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
He doesn't seem very pleased with his actions.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Regis is really putting himself through the ringer for this one. Appears the cat potion is still in effect, which is a bit problematic because looks like it's daytime outside. Luckily there's a potion for that too. If I can find it. There it is, white honey. Drink white honey and all current potions are cancelled. Usually you don't have to drink white honey for anything, but if you find yourself in differing circumstances, or if you want Cat to end early, then, well, the other thing it does is it clears your toxicity meter. So, you know, handy. Anyway, looks like we can head straight to the Beauclair port to continue the main quest. But it might be time to set the main campaign aside here again and clear a few more question marks. We've done quite a bit of the main quest just in this video, after all.
Collapsed building. Foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
Oh, interesting. You've happened across another scavenger hunt. That seems like an unwise decision right there. This building is already about to collapse in on itself. So let's make it worse by crumbling a rock pile and then going underneath. Seems to be a lot of rose petals and candles here. Someone's setting up a romantic rendezvous? Didn't end well if these wraiths are what's left of them. I do note there are exactly 2 of them. Here's a corpse. Just one, though. Besotted Clerk's Journal. Here for Clarissa. Proposing to Clarissa. Seems to be some conflict, but the availability of both partners does not seem to be a part of that. But I'm guessing things didn't end so well. Oh. Half of the Ursine gear.
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Okay.
I dreamt I was a wolf.
So, the Bear Witcher apparently came in here, attempted to solve the problems with the undermining, because there's some sort of burrowing monster down below. But it would seem that he died. And the person who hired him thought that the Witcher had fled with the money, since he never came back.
Cave entrance. Let's see if this Witcher left any tracks.
So I'm guessing this, the person who hired him either did not understand just how deadly being a Witcher is, or he's just pessimistic about contractors in general. Oh, for crying out loud. It's got no health bar left. Actively no health bar left. Jeez. At least I got a permanent charge off of this. Getting a whole bunch of armor dies all of a sudden. Oh, now what? I can't check the rest of these containers because I'm in combat all of a sudden. Oh, and now I'm not. Game just doesn't know what to do with me. Alright, going back the way I came. But that's okay, because the Ursine Witcher I'm looking for went this direction. Or so the yellow circle would have me believe. Ooh.
Left his school symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
Apparently I definitely gotta, because yeah, none of his diagrams were there. Ooh, I got a dye formula. Yeah, you do actually have to collect the dye formulas in order to make them, even though they're all identical. You craft the high-tier alchemical stuff.
More symbols. Might want to look around some. Me.
And you combine it with the dye solution, and there you go. But yeah, I think I had most of the dyes. Just not the blue one. And these giant centipedes are taking a monstrous amount of damage. Thank you.
Must be the corpse of the Witcher from the School of the Bear.
Ah, there he is.
He should have never taken this risk. Must have really wanted the armor. I can probably make really good use of these diagrams.
Alright. Well, giant centipedes are dead. Appear to be the only ones. We got all the diagrams for the Ursine gear. So look out for that in the future. I wonder if you make green gold by mixing gold with copper. It would make sense. As it is, there are a lot of dead bodies down here. Like a surprising number for, you know, a place where most humans would have no reason to go. I can't imagine spelunking has ever been all that common. And unlike so many other caves in Toussaint, this one was not crafted by miners. Got a lot of good stuff on them. As it is, though, I am kind of lost. Not quite sure where I am or where I'm supposed to go to get out of here. Although that one sort of arena area kind of looked familiar. I think it might have been the Shale Mar. The one I faced 1 or 2 videos ago. Minimap says there's a connection there, but what I'm looking at certainly does not suggest it. Ah, there's an exit. I think it's the one I used to get in here. Nice. Oh, now that is curious. Okay, so there are actually 2 different entrances into this cave complex. I used the one that the horses buy to get in, and I somehow managed to find another exit to get out. Well then. With all of those connections made, I think I'm done here. If I can just get on the damn horse. Alright. Now what else can I do? Preferably something in the south, since I'm here already. Of course, it's a bit hard to tell which location is south. But it looks like this one is only 200 meters away. back the way I came, in fact. Could be related.
Bread adds a spring to your step.
Hello there. Come here.
Spittoon! Hospital! Evalus!
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Oh, whatever. Customer's always right.
Fine. Monsieur de Bourbeau.
The emphasis falls on the last syllable. Bourbeau?
See, now I'd rather emphasize something else. Tell me what this is about, monsieur, or I'll change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in your social statuses, do you perchance remember the farmhand's name, monsieur?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yea or nay?
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
Can I get you to pay me through the nose, please? Oh, whoops.
Come now, be reasonable.
Alright, he's only mildly annoyed, so it's close.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
It's your livelihood, I get that. Don't like your pompous attitude, but I get that. As it is, I'm trying out Grey. Only had the one bottle, though. Too bad. But it does sound like it is actually related to the...
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a kid.
It's quiet. Guess the monster actually is nocturnal. Gotta wait till dark.
Right, it does sound like it's related to the, Bear Witcher. 8 p.m.
Alright. Look around.
Oh, thought it was too early for a second there.
Rats. Not known to kidnap farmhands.
I'd say so.
A tunnel?
Yeah, there's definitely something down here.
That's better.
What's in this little corner?
Kiki Morris goes on and on.
Ah, a way down. Damn it. Whole bunch of Kikimores, huh? Crying out loud. Seems like we wouldn't get tremors quite like this if it was just a Kikimore horde, though. Like maybe a whole bunch of little tremors would account for a Kikimore horde. But this is irregular, sizable tremors.
Should be able to break through.
Like there's something big down here.
Damn it, it's getting away.
Damn it. At least it dinged off my shield, so I managed to pick up another permanent charge.
Getting more interesting by the minute.
Hang on.
Cracked Kikimore eggs. Something's been feeding on them. No Kikimore dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. Kikimore eggs should destroy them before the young hatch. Start prowling the vineyard.
Certainly do burn good. Yeah, something here is... There's definitely something down here that's more than just the Kikimores. And apparently there's more eggs around here somewhere because my sub-objective is not yet complete.
Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Won't burn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Well, one last thing to do here, quick.
Last one.
Nice. Alright, but yeah, if the monster's not making its appearance down here, then we're gonna have to go back to the surface and consider where to go. Saying that there's a way out through there, but I'm not seeing it. And that's just where I was. Damn it. Nothing up here. How do I get out of here? Right, back this way. Here we go. Oh, now I gotta get back up where once I fell down. Where did this go anyway? Looks like it's a different way of falling into the lower paths.
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few Kikimors down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half-favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimor eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Where'd you last see Jean-Luc, madame? Exactly.
In the fields, north of here, by the wood.
New seedlings there? I was under the distinct impression we had planted them all on the south slope.
Almost all, my dear. I requested that some be planted to the north, by the grove. Just the remainders.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built, hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Alright. You're lucky you're paying well. As it is, we're gonna have to finish this quest next time. It's getting a bit late, you see. Can't see anything out in the fields like this.